So, hello everyone. Am I audible to you? Okay, that's
Yes, sir.
great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Piyush Chaudhary. I think most of you have somehow encountered with me, or if you don't know about me, so I'm your one of your mentor, which will going to mentor you in this project building session. And myself, Piyush Chaudhary, currently working as a software engineer at Deutsche Bank. Okay. So, like, wow, SD in SpaceX. Yeah. So, just I just wanted to make you clear that like we are not going to make it very formal session. It would be very informal session because this is very basic session. Like we will discuss the things which we need to know before starting the project building session because from tomorrow onwards, you guys will going to work over your project and mentor will guide you step by step how to perform some special task or whatever the project you guys are going to build. Mentor will guide you and you have to build those projects parallel to your mentor. So it will be a hands-on experience to you how to build a real world project and which will going to impact your skill as well as your upcoming placement season as well. So I hope you all are very excited for this opportunity, and we all are very excited to teach you. So just let me know how many of you are excited for the project building sessions. That's great. So we have shared some resources with you. We had shared. So are you guys? Have you guys like gone through those video and install all the required ID and whatever the software? No. Yes. 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 No. Okay, so those who haven't installed those softwares, I will request you all to install those software because those are the tools on which we are going to we will work over. And today I'll give you a little hands-on experience and just let you know what we are going to do and how we are going to use those things. So so that you guys will have a little knowledge about all those stuffs. And again, this will be a very light session, so don't take it very hectic one. Just be frank and relax. Just whatever I will discuss today, it will just introduction to all the stuffs, and most of the things you guys will like mentors will repeat while building the discussing the projects. Okay, so just be relaxed for now, and like we will be going to discuss like build around 3 projects. Okay, 2 will be the minor one and 1 will be the major one. So if you are going to learn all those things and work parallelly with the mentor, that will be a great hands-on experience to you. And if you are going to add those projects in your resume, so it will have a great impact while in the interviews. And after the project building session, I guess after 15 or 1 month, the companies will come and you have to appear for those interviews, and having some good project in your resume gives you a great confidence, and the interviewer also uh, like hello Vikas, yeah, and interviewer also have some get some idea that yeah, the candidate has some knowledge about what are the things like actually works in the industry. Like because if you have built some project, that means you know the workflow, how a project actually built, and all the stuffs. Okay, so it will be a great like weekend for you. Just be attentive, and it will be a little hectic, not like the normal weekends, but I must say it will be a worth. Okay, so just be have some energy for this weekend and we'll rock. So anybody have any question till now? How much time it will take to complete one project on an average? See, for the minor project, we'll have 4 hours for each minor project, and those 4 hours very enough. Okay, so just code parallelly, understand all the things parallelly with your mentor. It will be a great session for you. Which project? See, so we don't want everyone should have similar projects. So that's why we have mentioned we have divided students in some small groups, and for the particular groups there would be some different project, and for other student there would be different projects. So you all will have different projects. Okay, so that in interviews everyone should have a different discussion with the interviewers. Okay, so there would not be same projects you guys will work over. So that's what we are going to do. Yeah. So if we are in group, can we use VS Code for coding? See, like your mentor and I'm today also going to work over IntelliJ, which is a good one for Java. So you should use that. Just have a diverse knowledge. If you are working over VS, that is good. But let's shift to IntelliJ IDE as well. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
So yes.
Sir, we are not getting any video for the software like you mentioned.
No, like we have shared some I have shared 4 link in the general group, I guess.
You mean
It's
the
on Discord.
On Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. It's Shamshal, sir. Sir, my question is that in the video that you guys have shared, the SQL version is an older version. Can we install it to the latest version?
You need to install the latest one. Yeah. Okay. The procedure will be the same, but you need to install the latest one.
Sir.
I have 2 GB RAM laptop. Yeah, it is enough. It is enough. No need to worry.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, actually, I am personally getting confused in installing the software from just videos. So, sir, like if you can guide us live here, so that would be more.
See, like why I have shared those links now, because I have Mac OS with me. Okay, and most of you would have, I guess, Windows. So it will be difficult for me to like guide you how to install those things on Windows, because I don't use Windows operating system. So that's why I have shared both Windows and for Mac as well. I have shared the link for both of them, and those are very easy. Like I don't think you will face any difficulty from those resources, because I have shared one of the best resources by researching. I saw like multiple videos from where like you guys can install all those things easily. So I guess most of you are able to install those things. It was, yeah, easy to understand. Yeah. So see guys, I'm sharing my whiteboard. I just wanted to discuss some stuff. See, what like actually the development. What actually development is. Okay. See, when we talk about developing some project now, there are some steps we need to follow for every project development. That is, I just wanted to say sorry for my handwriting. It's very bad, so you have to understand that. Yeah. So when we are developing some project, we have to like there are multiple steps we need to follow. That is, first step is planning, where we'll do some planning for like what to make and how to proceed. Then thereafter, the first step we use, like we do, that is making a skeleton or making some structure which will be using we will be using to develop a full-fledged project. So structure, or you can like for now we can say front end. Like there is difference between these two, but for now like we can say like structure and front end. Okay, and the third step would be the, if we have built a structure, or like yeah, we have built a structure. Now what we need to do, we need to add the functionality. Okay, add the actual functionality we want in the project. So functionality, functions, and at the same time we can say backend stuff. Okay, we can say it as backend stuff. So similarly, this is very simple one. Very in just I have shared these things in very layman language so that you guys will have like you don't have any prior development knowledge. So I'm just trying to make it very easy so that you guys can able to understand these all things. Okay, so we haven't learned any, so don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. If you haven't learned anything, na, if you haven't learned anything, that's why I'm just discussing with very basic stuffs, so that you guys will have a very basic knowledge now. From after today's session, you guys will have very basic knowledge. Then when we start we'll start from today, tomorrow, you guys will learn all the stuffs. Okay, and don't need to like worry about HTML and CSS. We are not going to use those things. Okay, Java is enough for developing whatever we want to develop. Okay, so these are the very basics, very in layman language. I have just discussed these 3 steps. So the planning would be made by your mentor. Mentor will let you know on which project you will work, and what will be the workflow you are going to follow, and whatever the planning and all will be like discussed with your mentor. Now for the front end, let's have a discussion over this. What do you understand by this front end? In the very normal language, we have used like many times. You have like heard about this term GUI, I guess. GUI. What is GUI? GUI is graphical user interface. What this means? Graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means a user is interacting with the machine using the graphics. Okay, so that interface we call graphical user interface. That is an interface which is graphically built for user to interact with the software. I hope I'm able to make it clear. Okay, graphical user interface. So front end is that thing. We are going to build a graphical user interface using the front end stuff. And I know you all have learned about Java till now. So we have like Java is self-sufficient in each case. Okay, using Java only, we are able to create front end. We can use it in the backend and everywhere. Okay, so today we will be discussing how we can how to use Java to build this GUI. Okay, so like you guys have heard about different things. You have used Java's different libraries, different functionality like hash map, linked list, array, string. You have used these things. So similar to that, Java have some Java foundation classes. Okay, Java foundation classes. In this Java foundation classes, we have a class, or a set of classes and interface, which is called Java Swing. Okay, which we call Java Swing. I hope till now everyone is like, I don't, is there anyone who is having any doubt till now? Okay, I'm going through very basic. Okay, so this is what is front end. Front end is GUI, and in that GUI, like we know what is GUI, graphical user interface. We want to build that GUI, and for building that GUI, we are going to use what? Java Swing. That's it. This is the simple one. Some will going to ask you, what do you understand by Java Swing? So like for the actual definition, we are not going to talk about that thing right now. We just wanted to understand, see what happened. Like there are multiple things. Either you want to be a good student to just like remember whatever the statement written over there, or you want to be a genius by understanding the stuff. Okay, so always choose the second one. Don't go for the like school definition. Just try to understand what is the stuff we are going to like, actually what is important for you. Okay, just follow this method in whole of your life. That will help you to achieve like excellence. So what we have learned till now, like front end is nothing but GUI, and for building the GUI we need Java Swing. And what is this Java Swing? Java Swing is a set of classes and interface which have some functionality which will allow us to create a GUI. Hope I'm able to make you clear with this. Now you guys have a little knowledge about what if I'm like your interviewer and I'm going to ask you, what do you understand by Java Swing? Java Swing is a tool which is used for building GUI. In the very simple language, I can say. Now, if the interviewer will ask you, like, what is actually Java Swing? Java Swing is a collection of classes and interfaces. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now, after Java Swing, we will be using something for backend. What do you understand by backend? Backend means if I need to perform some task, okay, just be focused. Okay, if I need to perform some task, so what I'm going to do, I'll ask my mind, like let's say there is a fill in the blanks at somewhere, and I had like read out that statement before, and now I need to just figure out what will be the thing will be used at that fill in the blank. So how we are like, what approach we follow? Actually, we read out the statement with the fill in the blanks, and we ask our brain, do you have some resource? Do you have some resource which will going to solve this situation? So my brain will give me the answer. Yeah, the particular word you can use to complete this statement. This is what actually happened when we are dealing with these kind of situations. Similar to this, when we have a front end, and this front end have some functionality. Let's say like if we have like give me 1 minute. if I am having a window, this is a window, and in this window, there is an option where we can write some message, and this is a save button. Okay, let's say I need to write some message in this. Okay, and I just wanted to save this button in an Excel sheet. Okay, and there is again a button which will retrieve whatever we have written in that box. So how it happens, like I am just writing some stuff in this box, then it will be saved in some sheet. Okay, and when I click on retrieve, that means I'm asking my brain to go and get me the data I want. So my brain, for this program, the brain is what? This Excel sheet and some set of code, and this Excel sheet totally, like we include these two things, which will going to build, like which we can treat as a brain of this program. Okay, we can treat as a brain of this program. By clicking this retrieve button, the program, this code will run, and it try to catch that data which will required by the program. Hope I am able to make you clear. This is what actually backend do. Backend is actually for this, and for like how we can do this, how we can achieve this, how we can build a backend which can interact with our front end GUI. So for that, we're going to learn, or we're going to work over MySQL. Hope I'm able to make you clear. Okay, thanks. So this is what I just wanted to discuss till now. Like we have discussed what is front end, what is GUI, and like in Java, how we can build a GUI using JavaScript. That's great. Now there is we have discussed a little over backend. In backend is actually the brain of the program or software, and we can write the backend using MySQL. That's fine. So, and just let me know, just write got it in the chat if you have understood whatever till now I have discussed. Okay, that's great. Now we can move on. Okay, so this was the front end and back end. Thereafter, you guys have heard about GitHub. You guys have heard about GitHub. What is GitHub? So GitHub, Java Swing is a library. Yeah, it is a library. So GitHub is nothing but you can say a social media platform. GitHub is nothing but a social media platform for developer. That's it. In the layman language, I'm not giving you a very brief introduction or like actual definition. I'm just trying to make you familiar with these words so that in the upcoming session, you will able to understand the stuff easily. So that's why I'm giving you very layman terms so that you like your mind will catch these all things. So GitHub is nothing but a social media platform for developers who create their stuff and showcase their stuff to the world. Okay, so similar to that, we will be going to build our project and then we'll upload this project over GitHub and make it available for everyone. Okay, I hope I'm clear with my stuffs. Now, in today's session, we'll first going to use Java Swing. Then we'll play some interesting stuff with SQL. Thereafter, whatever the project or small project, small stuff we have built with this Java Swing, we'll try to upload that on GitHub. This is the agenda of today's session. Hope it is clear to everyone. This class is till 8. Okay. So now those who have just joined the session, so I would like to introduce myself. My name is Piyush Chaudhary, and I'm currently working as a software engineer at Deutsche Bank. Maybe you have heard about this bank or not, or some of you have heard, like, I don't know what you spell this, but the actual spell is Deutsche Bank. Okay. Yeah, this is a German bank. Yeah, like it's not famous in India, I guess, because in the retail banking industry, this is it has a very little significance. But in the higher market, it is very important. We use this bank actually for international transactions and all. It is famous in India. Yeah, little famous. Okay. So I hope you are clear with my introduction as well, and the introduction of all the stuff and the agenda of today's session. I'm also working for it indirectly. Okay, that's great, Manish. One time got a check for Amazon fund from. Okay, I'm working. Once again, we'll discuss about these all things in detail one by one. First, I'm starting with Java Swing. Okay, so let me just do some stuff. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so from now I will not be able to switch on my camera. I'm just switching down my camera because I don't want any disturbance. So that's why. Yeah. So just let me on my IntelliJ. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. So we'll make a new folder. Intro. Okay. Now I'll open a new folder that is on desktop. That is intro. Okay. So this is how we will create a project for the, let's give this SDK. That is, I'm going to use this SDK. Let's create a Java file that is intro session for swing. Okay. In this intercessing session for swing, I told you about like Java swing. So in that Java swing, we need to create a frame like see. Hope my screen is visible to you, na? Yeah. So when we are talking about Java swing, so Java swing gives us a UI, okay, GUI, and for that GUI, yeah. So Java swing gives us a GUI. So if that is giving us a GUI, so for that GUI, we need some window on which we are going to work. So this window is called JFrame. Like using this JFrame, that is Java frame, you can just refer it as Java frame. I want a Java frame on which I will going to work on. Okay, so this is very similar to this frame on which I am working right now. Like this is also a frame. This is a frame. Okay, I'm going to build a similar frame right now. Okay, how I'm going to build? Using this JFrame. So as we are like in normal Java like program, we declare a int, we declare a like a character, a string. Similar to that, we are going to declare a JFrame. Okay, let's do that. So I'll write what happened. Yeah. So JFrame. Okay. So see, when I have written JFrame here, this IntelliJ is intelligent enough, and it have included a file that is java.swing. That is java.swing is a library in which there are multiple stuffs. So we have used this star so that we are able to use all those stuff. Okay, let's name this frame as my frame. Okay, this is our frame we are creating a. So this is my frame, and like whenever we are having some class, so we need to like build some constructor as well. So let's create a constructor.
Sir, could
For
you
this.
increase the font size a bit?
Okay, font size. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are going to create a constructor, and in this constructor, like right now what we have done, we have just created an object of JFrame, but now we need to initialize that JFrame. So my frame is equals to new J. See, you will going to have like IntelliJ will help you to build your project by giving some good suggestions while working over the project. Okay, so now what I have done, I have created a frame, and I have invoked that frame into my JFrame over here. Is it fine? Is it fine for everyone? Now, I need to create a main function. So who will going to guide me how to create a main function? I just wanted to know how many of you are familiar with the Java language. Just let me know. If we are working over, like if we have new class. No, I just want to know how I'm going to have a main function in that. Main function. Not in class main, in this itself. So what we will going to do, public will write public static void main, and in this main string, is there anything I need to add? Yes. I'm not able to see your chat while sharing my screen. I don't know why.
String argument.
Okay. Okay. Now
And
I
a bracket.
just what?
A
I guess
bracket.
it is.
स्ट्रिंग अरे रहेगा ना.
Yeah. Now, in this main function, I'm going to invoke a object of this intro session for Java. Okay. So new, let's give this name as XY. And this. And now we have created our first ever GUI. Let's try to run this and check whether it is working or not. So see, we
Yeah. To make visible, right?
Yeah, I need to do one more thing. So making, like, we are able to create my frame, but we are not able to see that frame. So for that, I need to do this set visible as true. Okay, we want to make it visible. Now let's try to run this again. Let me just share my whole screen so that everyone can view that. So see, we have created this, and now we are able to see this. This is the frame. This is the frame we are having. This is the frame I have created. This is what we have created, this frame. Now let me give some topic to this frame so that we can recognize it well. That is today's frame. Okay, so let me just stop it and run it again. So let me just, yeah. So see, there is the name, today's frame. And if I want to increase the size of this frame, I can increase that as well. So let me know if you are able to understand this now. Like, is it something good? Sir, one request, please, small the font size little bit, can't see the whole code at one time. Yeah, Isn't it interesting? Like we have just written a very small code, and with that small code, we are able to create a new window. This is our actual GUI. Okay. Now let me go to this. I'm just reducing the font size. See, is it fine? Or should I just, yeah, increase this one? So till now we have just written this one. This much of code. What we have done till now, I have created a new class whose name is intro session for swing, where I have created a JFrame. What is JFrame? JFrame is a actual frame on which we are going to work. Okay, we will going to add some graphics to like decorate that frame and add some functionality to that frame as like only. So that is the frame we are having, and using that frame we can do any kind of creativity, like, and actually we will going to work over this frame actually. So we have created the base one for our GUI, so that is called JFrame. Hope I am able to like make you clear about these all things. So what we have done, we are able to create our first ever Java frame, that is our first ever GUI window. So congratulations to you all. Now if I want to add some buttons, सर आपने IntelliJ IDEA में जाने के बाद क्या किया वो समझ नहीं आया, please repeat that. Making of new folder, just what I did na, see what I did, I have create, like I just opened my IntelliJ, and before that I had like I created this folder, then open my IntelliJ, click on this file, go to open, click on this open, and from there my folder was in desktop. So from here I just click over this intro, whatever the file I just wanted to select, and click over open. That's it, what I have done. This is what I have done. And when I open that file, there I was having an empty file, but here I write some code, and thereafter this I just try to run this, and we got the result. Hope it is clear to everyone. Is it getting boring? What is Swing in the import? Swing is a library, Java library, which is like normally what we use, java.util or java.io. Java.io used for what? Java.io used for input output. Similarly, java.util used for some utility functionality. Similarly, for building a GUI, we use Java Swing for GUI functionality. Is it clear or not? Easy to understand. In this library, there are some set of tools. There are collection of tools which we can use to build a GUI. Yes. Someone want to say something. Hello? You were saying something?
Sir, can I use Eclipse instead of IntelliJ?
See, you can use anything. You can use anything, but it would be easy for you to like use similar things, because when we will move on with this project building session, so it may like you may find some difficulty while working over some different I guess I just wanted to say one thing. If you are working over some different features and functionality, maybe you will find some like the interface of your Eclipse or the interface of this IntelliJ, both are different. So maybe sometime you will find some difficulty over like writing some code and all stuff. So it is recommended to use IntelliJ like whatever ID your mentor is using. So I will just recommend you to use that only. Okay, but if you are confident enough, you will able to use that Eclipse only, so you can use that as well. It is up to you. Okay, but my recommendation would be to use that only which is used by your instructor. Hope you are able to understand. Is it desktop application? Yes, it is. It is a desktop application. What is this code doing? Explain again. See, I can't explain it again and again because there are multiple students. I can repeat everything for everyone. Okay, but just understand, I have not done very much right now. Okay, let's move on to this. See, what we have done till now. I
हेलो
have just, yeah,
सर, ये नेटबीन्स के थ्रू और इजीली हो सकता था, ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप ही होता उसमें सर।
but we want to learn writing a code now.
ओके सर, ओके सर।
सर तो उसमें कोड लिख के भी कर सकते हैं।
Yeah, you can do that, but we are working with this IntelliJ. This is a strong, I must say, this is a strong ID. So that's why, yeah, NetBeans is also a good one. So see, there are multiple, every ID is good, but whatever you are using, so you are using that. That's what I can say. If you want to use NetBeans, you can use. If you want to use Eclipse, you can use that as well. But most of your mentor will going to use this IntelliJ. So it is recommended that you should be using this as well, so that you will not face any difficulty while working over the project. Hope I'm able to make you clear.
सर
Mm-hmm.
सर सब चीज तो ठीक है, लेकिन ऊपर के स्टाफ को भी बोलते हुए हम लोग थक गए कि थोड़ा सा इंटेलिजेंट का थोड़ा एडवांस में कैसे प्रोसीजर करना है, क्या स्टेप्स है, थोड़ा वो कैसे उस पे कैसे कमांड किया जा सकता है,
See,
उसके ऊपर एक बेसिक वीडियो बनाया,
Like-
कोई बना के भेज ही नहीं रहा।
No. See, these things, no one is going to teach you. If like when you bought a mobile phone, did your father teach you how to use this? No. See, if you are this much curious to know these things, so you should be like using all this stuff. I'm very confident if you like we are going to, or someone will going to make a video over this, you maybe you will going to watch this, but no one is going to replicate those things. Maybe those things are not important for you, and some other things are important for other one. There are multiple features. You should be exploring these all things. I'm not saying that you guys are very pro to this and very other things, but right now you are very new. So just start with the new stuffs and try to figure out all the stuffs by yourself. If you will have that approach towards learning things by yourself, that will be like very good thing. So today, like let's say, now I just wanted to teach you about buttons. Okay, how to add buttons in JFrame. So for that, what I need to do? Let's say I don't know about JButton. So for that, what I will do, I'll go to Google, how to add a J, or how to add a button, or let's say first how to add a text area in Java JFrame. Okay, how to add a text area in JFrame. So if like if you want to be a good developer, you should know how to do Google search. That's it. That's the mantra of like every developer use. If someone is 10 like having 10 years of experience, he also do Google search for everything, whatever he and she want to know. So let's say now I want to add some text area in my frame. So the JText area, the object of JText area class is multi-line region that displays text. It allows the editing of like whatever these things you can know. Now there are multiple functions over here, commonly used constructor and all. Okay, you will see this example. See, now I'm going to replicate these things to like see this kind of frame. So see what we have, like for learning, we can just understand these all things. We have created JFrame. This is how we have created a JFrame. See, I have created frame over here. Then my frame, I have initialized this frame here. Okay. Then what they have done, set visible true. We have done this. So till now we have just built a JFrame, but in that JFrame they have created a added a JText area. In that text area they have given this welcome to Java point. Okay, I will do nothing, just copy this and paste this over here and change this F with my frame. Will that work? See, I think there is nothing, any I'm not able to see any error in this. So when I'll run this, see what will happen. Right now I'm having a frame in which there is a text area. Welcome to Java point. Are you guys able to understand these things? What I actually wanted to deliver to you? Like if you are line number 8, mute. If you are a developer, if you are a software engineer, if you want to be a good software engineer, you should be not relying on someone else to teach you. Like when you are working over some project, some problem, so at that time you are not relying over someone like he will going to give me the idea and then I'll work over this problem. No, that will not work. You have to create your own logic, then you will able to ace in the interviews. At the same time, if you are working on some project, like if you are using IntelliJ, then if you want to know more about this, so you have to search for that. No one will going to handhold you and guide you over all the stuff. This is how this is not the way to learn new things. See, today what I'm doing, I'm just making you familiar with these all things. Like what is Java Swing? This is Java Swing. And the very small things, like we have right now added a text area, we have created a Java frame. These all things are nothing but a very new. And I know these things may seems difficult to you as well. But the thing is that I'm using very layman language to just make you familiar with these all things, because in the main session when you are going to start building your project, your mentor will also going to give you an overview about these all things, so that when you are revised, like right now you are just understanding this, and then again your mentor will guide you over this, then your mind will able to understand all the things. Yeah, this is Java Swing and this is how it is working. And then you will hands-on, you'll try to code all the stuff. This is how you are going to learn. See, in AccuJob, we always try to make you a better person who is keen to learn new things. So just try to go in that direction. Hope I am able to make you clear. Now, what I have done over here, see, in this, I have created a my frame. Okay, in that frame, I have created a JText area, whose name is area. In that JText area, what I have given, welcome to Java Point. And what is this? This means area dot set bound. Area dot set bound. We have set the bounds, like what would be the size, height, and width, and all would be. So this x means, see, this x means the x pixel from the beginning. You will see there is a little gap from the edge to the start of this text area. So that is 10 pixel gap, and the 30 pixel gap from the top. You'll see the 30 pixel gap from the top of the screen. This is X and Y. Okay, hope I'm able to make you clear what is X and Y. X is the gap, like in the X direction, and Y is the gap between top to the first half of the whatever the first, like this point. This is the first line of this text area, and this is the first line of this frame. The difference between these two is called Y pixel distance. Now this is width. So the width of this text area is 200, and the height of this text area is also 200. This is the bound we have set for this text area. Now, after creating this text area, this is the code for creating this text area. What I did, I have added like in array list, when we have some, like let's say we have created an array list of strings. So after creating a new string, we add that string in the list. How? Whatever the name of that array list, okay, we do this dot add that string. Similar to this, if I have a frame and I want to add a particular thing into my frame, so what I will do, only similar, same as that, I'm just adding that into my frame dot add. After adding that, I have given the default size for the frame, my frame. So set size, in that set size, my frame will be 300 and the height would be 300. What this means? See, when I am just again running this code, my frame would be of height 300 and width 300. This is what it means. The initial size, previously when we were like not doing this, what we were getting, a very small section of frame situated over here, but now we are getting a bigger frame. If I'm going to increase the size over here by 800, let's say 800 and 800, now we're going to see a larger one. So now we are having a frame which is larger one initially. We can change the size as well. We can increase the size, but now the bounds is this. The size of the frame would be this only. We are not able to reduce the size, but we can increase the size. Now thereafter, what we did set layout to null. Right now you can just skip this. Okay. Set layout to null means whatever is there in over the screen, we have just remove all the stuffs and just let it be what it is. Okay, then my frame dot set visibility true. This is we have seen in the last example as well. So let me know if you guys are able to understand or not these all things. I have like given a walkthrough to each and every line. So are you able to understand all the stuffs? Is JFrame and JText areas data types? JFrame and like JText area are not a data type, but like what I can say, like normally you declare like build a class and you want to create the objects of those classes. So this is what it is. Hope it is clear to everyone now. So JFrame is, yeah, JFrame is a class, pre-written class for specific use. Yeah. If we give frame size less than text area, then what happened? What?
Sir, can you please stop running and again run?
Stop running. Yeah. Again, I'm just running this. Like
Okay.
scanner class. Yeah.
लाइक वो आपने नल वाला कमेंट किया ना तो उसके बाद क्या होता है वो देखना था इसलिए.
हाँ हाँ, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ. नल करने से क्या होगा, पूरा ही हट जाएगा सब कुछ. This is what I just wanted to give you the overview. If like I'm setting something, set is null. If I am removing that, like if I'm just adding that now, again we are going to get that frame text area. Now when I'm just removing all the stuff now, so we can write everything over here. This is a text area because I have set everything to null, like layout as whatever the layout we want. Okay.
So if we write layout is equal to null, then we don't have to write.
Then whatever these bonds and all we have given, that will be used. Layout null means like sometime what happens, there is some layout, so we are using those layout, like the frame has some layout. Okay, in that frame we have given the bounds so like 10 pixels from this side and 30 pixel from the upper side, and the bond of this text area would be 200 and 200. So this is what actually we want to set it to null, so that whatever the layout we want to give, we are able to do that. Hope it is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what actually a Java Swing. This was the basic introduction of Java Swing, how we are able to create a frame, and we have like we can just use different functionality of Java Swing, and we can add all those things in this GUI. Okay, so I have just added this text area over there. Now you can, if you want, you can use button, you can use images, you can use whatever the stuffs, some different graphical units, you can use all those stuffs, and we will use those things in the upcoming sessions, maybe tomorrow or on Sunday. Okay. Sunil will use those things. We need to discuss some more stuffs right now. That's why I'm giving you a brief introduction about all those things. The frame is automatically popped out, or we have to use something like live server. No need to use any live server. Just try to run your code. That's it. Okay, guys. So this was a little introduction about Java Swing. Hope it is clear to you. It is very easy. I must say it is easy, and you may have find it easy Okay, because we are not writing much stuff, and there is nothing complicated in understanding those stuffs. So it is easy, and from tomorrow onwards, you will have a great discussion over this with your mentors. Now, I first what we like, there was a sheet now. What is out folder? Where it is? More clear after implementing it. Yeah, it will be more clear when you will do all the stuff by your hand. Yes, something new in Java without using external functionality. No, class not over. Now we are going to discuss some MySQL stuff. Okay. So MySQL, I told you, front end, then back end. And then we are going to discuss how to use GitHub. So there is 2 segment of the class which is remaining till now. So let's discuss what is MySQL. So I had shared some videos with you to install those MySQL and stuff, and a workbench. I'm just sharing my screen again. Okay. So this is what MySQL workbench is. See, this kind of image you will see when you are going to install MySQL workbench. I'm just opening this. What happened? Yeah. So this is MySQL workbench, over which we will use this workbench to do some interesting stuff. Okay. So here you will find a local instance of MySQL connection, which will connect with your machine, and whatever the file on which you want to have some, like, you want to do some operation with that, or you want to do whatever you want to do, you can use this workbench, and it will ask for the password. My password was wrong. Okay, so I have connected my database, and I have a dummy file with me. Okay, I'll share these files with you. Okay, so I just wanted to work over these files, so that's why I have these file, and just wanted to discuss some stuff with you in MySQL. So when I'm running this file, just, yeah, right now, just let me remove all the stuff and use pen. Yes. So see, what do we understand by MySQL? What do we understand by MySQL? So MySQL is nothing but just interacting with data. Using MySQL, we can interact with data. Okay, and whatever kind of information, whatever kind of operations we want to do with our data, we can do that. We using MySQL. This is a very strong tool, and almost every website over the internet, almost like 95% of them are using MySQL for their backend work. Okay, so this is very powerful one. What happened? Yes. So how we do this? So in MySQL, what happened now? The data is stored in the form of tables. Okay, it stores in the form of tables. And the table have some specific heading, and the heading stores the relevant data in their columns. Heading will store some relevant data in the columns, and whenever we are writing some MySQL code to retrieve data or to perform some operation over this data, so it will use this tabular representation of data to get all the required stuffs we want to do. Okay, now I just wanted to discuss some simple stuff with you. Just see, I think right now you are facing difficulty in MySQL. You are not able to understand this. Just give me few minutes. You will able to understand these all things. Okay. Let me just refresh this. Yeah. So I have different servers. Okay. Right now I have different servers. You will see. So don't need to think about these things. This was the file I have created to explain you what is the use of MySQL. Okay. So if you want to do same operations, I'll give you this file as resource. You can perform the other operations if you want. See, so I have this SQL HR, SQL inventory, SQL invoice, and store and other stuffs. Okay, so what I am doing, I'm having a store or a market where there is an inventory, there is some invoice when we are selling something. So for every purchase or order, we create an invoice, and for inventory there are different products, and for different product I want to we just wanted to create an inventory where we store those things. So this is the data of inventory, what is the quantity we are having right now in our inventory for the particular product. So these are the information stored in that SQL inventory. Now in this table, you will see every data. See, what is this? Employees. Okay, and this is what? Offices. Now for inventory in this table, you will see different sections. What we will going to store in this inventory? Obviously products. Okay, this product you'll see this product name, quantity, and units. This is stored in this table. What we have stored? This data about the product. We have different product. We have 10 product right now. If I want, I'm not able to zoom it, but you'll see there is 10 products, and for every product there are 10 products. For every product there is the quantity stored and unit price for everyone. Similarly, if you are going for the invoice table, so you'll see how many clients we are having. So there are different client ID. Every client ID is there, name of those clients and address of those clients, city where they live, state from where they belong, and their phone numbers. Similarly, you can see each data. These data I have created by myself. Okay, now I want to do some operations to retrieve these data. Okay, using MySQL. It is a RDBMS open source. Okay. Now I want, अरे यार, इसको नीचे कैसे करेंगे? Yeah. So now what I want, like there is this store, okay, and this store is having some customer, okay, and this customer is having some name, ID, and the points. Okay, let's say I'll give use. I'm writing this use. Use means I'm giving the instructor to my SQL that use SQL store. Okay, what is this? This is what? A database. I'm giving instruction to my SQL, use this database, and from this database select what? Customers. Select customers. And I need to use this over here. Okay, what I'm saying, use this SQL database and from there select customers. Okay, I will just remove this and try to execute this. Select customer, array unknown column customers. There is something wrong, I return.
स्टार भी लिखेंगे ना, सेलेक्ट स्टार कस्टमर। सर यहाँ पे कस्टमर के पहले स्टार लिखा है।
आई गेस ये भी आएगा, यहाँ पे भी हो जाना चाहिए।
सर आई थिंक स्टोर के बाद सर वो सेमीकोलन नहीं रहेगा।
नहीं, एक मिनट। See, sometimes it happens when you stuck somewhere. So for that, it is very good practice to Google how to use select statement in SQL.
Select star from something like.
So
Select star from customer. Yeah.
Yes. This is how we need to do this. So select star from customers. Okay, we need to use this semicolon over here. Now it should work. See, so what we have written, so we told the MySQL use my SQL store database, and from that database retrieve all the customers. Okay, select from whatever the like tables you have, and from all those tables just give me the customer one. Okay, whatever return in the customer, just give me that. This is how we are selecting the data. Now I want information from other one, orders. What are the orders? Okay, so if I'll execute this, I will have some other data. Now I have the order ID. Okay, this is order ID. and the customer ID for particular order, and what was the date of when order was placed, and the status of the order, and comments if there are some comments for particular orders. So that is given, and shipped date when it was shipped to deliver, or shipper ID. Similarly, if
the orders is a table name.
Yeah, in which we have all the orders placed till now. Order is the table name. Yeah. Similarly, if I want to know about products, so there is a product table, so I can just retrieve that products and just simply run it. So now I have all the products list which I have, and what are the products and the quantities and their unit price, and whatever the other things you want to know, you can use that. And like here, SQL invoice, in that SQL invoice, I want to know about payments. Okay, so I'll go to this SQL invoice. Okay, SQL invoicing.
So can you show how to create a table, sir?
You will be creating this table in your main project, major project. Okay, so there you will learn, so that will help you, because there you will learn fresh, so you can use those things. Right now, if it will be a lengthier one,
Are we going
to
to have
discuss
another
those.
project session?
Yeah, this is a general session where I'm just discussing about whatever the technology you guys will going to use. So for front
Sir,
end,
we
you
are done
guys
with
will
the
going
projects, sir, I think.
what?
We have completed 3 projects, two minor and one major.
Okay, you guys have completed those projects.
Not all, sir. I'm not also. Some students, I think.
No, sir, I think.
No, sir. No, sir. No.
No. No one have done the project till now.
Sir, I have done the project.
Sir, I have completed my projects, 1 major and 2 minor.
Oh, sir, I think he is a repeater.
Yes, sir.
This is
Or
the
maybe
fresh
you
one,
are
sir.
No,
repeating.
It is fresh.
I'm
batch,
not
fresh
repeater.
batch.
I'm not repeater. I'm
Yeah,
from
yeah,
module
yeah, I
3,
think
not
so.
2.
I don't know about these things, but this session is first session in the project building series. This is just a brief introduction about what are the stuffs we are going to use. So I have discussed Java Swing. Now I'm discussing MySQL. Thereafter, I'll discuss a little bit over GitHub, so that you guys will have a little knowledge about what are these things and how we are using the easiest functionalities. So this is what I'm
Thank you,
doing.
sir.
Okay, so from now, I want to know about payments. So for getting the payments details, I'm using this SQL invoicing database, and from there I need to ask my SQL server to retrieve the data of payment. Okay, yeah, payments. So let's go and run this. So here I'll see, you guys will see this, the payment ID for each payment, the client ID, which client have done this payment, and the invoice ID, what was the invoice of that invoice ID of the item or the product, and the date on which the payment was done, and the amount, what was the amount of that payment. So payment method, I don't know what was the payment method. So this was the detail of the payment method, that is 1111 and 2. Okay, this means the payment method was used only one method, but for this payment they have used 2 payment method. Okay, now if I want to know, like what we have done, we are just selecting some information and we want to know about that information. So we are just retrieving those. But now I just want to do some other operations. Okay. I want to do some other operations. Before that, we are again going to go do some Google to how to use where clause in SQL. Okay, so what is where clause? So like sometime it happens, na, you want to know everything is fine, but I want to know how many girls are there in the class, how many boys are there in the class, and you want to know how many students are there in the class whose age is above 200, like whose date of birth was from 2000 to 2005. Sometimes we need these information. So this where clause is used for that symbol only. So see, from here, selecting from column 1, column 2, from table name. See, this is the use of clause from column 1, column 2. Maybe they have used, see, from select from customer and where the country is equals to Mexico. So country is Mexico. There are 2 peoples. So similarly, what we can do, we're going to use some other things. Let's say just go to customers. Just go to customers. We'll try to see this. So these are the customers, and similarly, I just wanted to know those customers. I just wanted to know those customers whose points are more than 1000. Okay, this is the problem I need to solve now. I want to know those customers whose points are more than 1000. So for that, what I need to do? So I'll go to this store. Okay, select from SQL store where, or you can use like write only customers. Let's use this dot customers, and here what I want to do, want to give where. This is not a case sensitive language. I can use small letters and capital letter as well, but the convention is we will try to use capital letter for the syntax. Okay, and for the variables we can use small so that it is quite readable. If so, I can write where, and as well as I can write this where as well. So we'll try to use the convention. So where state is equals to, sorry, points is greater than equals to 1000. Okay, we'll try to run this. See, now when we write this, so what we have done, we have selected from table SQL and only the customer table. We have selected only customer table, and from there we have written where the points is greater than 1000. So now you'll see all the customer whose point is greater than 1000 are there only. See, the point is more than 1000. This is also more than 1000. This is also greater than 1000. This is 2. This is 2, and again this is as well. So this is how we use this where clause. If I would write, if sometime I'll write this where points are less than 1000, so you'll have some other data. See, now every customer whose point points are less than 1000 are here. Similarly, if I would like to write state equals to state is equals to VA. Okay, state is equals to VA. So there is, let's see how many customers belongs to VA. So there is only one customer. So I hope you guys are able to understand how I'm using this. How I'm doing these all things. You guys are able to understand these all things? Sir, we are learning SQL simultaneously in classes. You can go ahead with GitHub. Yes, go with your plan, sir. Yes. All things are taught in lecture. Go with GitHub. Okay, these things. Okay, select from where, order by, like. Okay, these things I've covered in the class. That's great. That's great. Yeah. So now let's move on to the GitHub point. So GitHub is right now we are not going to use Git language or Git bash. We'll only have a discussion over Git website and how to upload and how to add README file over the GitHub. Okay, there is a person whose mic is on.
Please unmute everyone. Mute
Yeah.
everyone.
I am muted. So let's go to GitHub. GitHub.com. Okay. Now let's see. I need to add some project here. So for adding any project, what is GitHub? GitHub is actually a site where multiple programmers, developers just upload their stuffs, upload their projects, so that everyone in the world can use those things or can have a look over that. So most of the time, if you are like you were in your college or like you want to work over some projects, so at that point you may have directed to this GitHub, and like you may have find some projects over this GitHub, but from today onwards will not copy the projects from GitHub. We will upload our project over GitHub. So how we are going to use this? This is very simple. Very simple. If you guys are using some social media platform and there you know how to upload some files on the platform, then this is same as it is. So for adding your project, first you need to create a new repository. Okay, new repository, and there you'll see this kind of window, and this is the owner, and let's give the name of this repository. So right now I will give the name as intro session. Okay, just give the name as intro session, and thereafter if you want to describe, you want to give a little description for your project, so you can give whatever the description you want to give. You can give your description over here, and if you want to make it public, you can make it public, and if you want to make it private, you can make it private as well, so that you choose who can see and commit to this repository. Like if you want to work over some private project, so this will be monitored by you, who can see your project or commit over this project. if you are making it public, then on internet, everyone can use this repository, whatever you are uploading. Now you can add some README as well, so that README file will have all the explanation, all the stuffs, what you want to describe about your project. Okay, then you don't need to care about these things. Just create the repository. Okay, now I have created the repository and I have included a README where I can see the topic is intro session, whatever the topic I had selected, and this is the description. If in some particular time I just wanted to improve or edit some README stuff over here, so I can do that as well. But for now, I don't want to do that. I just wanted to discuss these things. Now, if I want to download some whatever the code I have written over, we can use this code section from where we can download it. If I want to upload some file, so I need to choose this. I will search for the intro one. Okay, today we have discussed now. So we can just upload this over here, and after committing this, just commit this and your file will be processed and then added to your GitHub repository. And if you want to see this project, you can simply click over the Java file and you'll see this is your project code right now. This is, and now your project is uploaded over GitHub. And if you want to share your project, you can simply copy this link and share it with your friends. So if I will paste it in the chat, then you all can open this. Just let me know if you are able to see the project. How to make project demo link to run. How to make project demo link to run. It's private, okay. Okay, I don't know. I have missed. I make it private, so sorry. Like maybe you guys will not be able to see this because it is private. So once we have made this private, we are not allowed to make it public. No issue, but I guess you all are able to understand. Go to the profile, there is option to change. Where? Your repository. on the GitHub, navigate to the main. Yes, we can see Satish, your link is clickable. From setting, you can CSN change access to the public. Okay. Code security. No issue. It's not an issue for now. Okay. It's not an issue for now. We will
Sir, just go downward. Yeah, change visibility, danger zone में.
okay, change this positive visibility. Yeah. So I guess now you're able to see all the, yeah, it is public now. Thanks. Thanks everyone. This is how like a session goes. You guys are attentive to the session. That is great. So I have shared the link, and now if you like, you can see, you guys will able to get this page, and my file is uploaded to the GitHub, and you can just use this file, and even you can download this file to your machine. So today what we have done till now, we have a little discussion. We have a little discussion over Java Swing. Then we have discussed the MySQL stuff, and you told me you guys have done MySQL in the class. And at the same time, we have discussed about GitHub, how to upload your file and how to create README. And right now we have discussed if you have created your file, like your file is public or private, you can change the visibility at any point of time. Just go to the setting, and whatever the stuff we have done right now, you can do that. And this was the today's session agenda. Now I am very open to your doubts. If you have any doubt till now, you can just ask me in the chat. And I'm yes at 9 output of code. So what is the commit in GitHub? Commit means whatever the changes you are doing in your repository, that is called commit. Please give some major project ideas. Major project, like there are multiple major projects which you guys will like, everyone will going to work over some different major projects. So there would be like different mentors for every project. So I don't think I can give you any major idea about like major project. Like some major project is like airline management system and some good stuffs, I should say. What is README? README is a section where you want to write about your project, what you have done in your project, what are the functionality of your project and all, just information kind of thing. What is different between Git and GitHub? Git is different and GitHub is different. Git is used to control the version of your project. Like right now, what we have done, we have created a GitHub repository. Now, if you are working over some project, okay, and you have deployed that project on your GitHub, Git will use to change the versions of your project. Like you maybe have like experienced this. If you have some app, the version is changing day by day. Similarly, when we were downloading the MySQL, at that point, what happens? We were downloading some new version, but the videos were of the older version. So how we are just changing the version? We are creating some new, like we are writing new codes, working over some new functionality. So these all done by some developer, and those developers are from different areas. They write their code, they commit their code to the GitHub, and then the new version of code will the code will committed to this that particular file where we want to do some changes. कल से चालू होगा, हाँ कल से आपका प्रोजेक्ट चालू हो जाएगा. So that for those all stuffs, like writing a code on your machine, then connecting this code or committing this code to that particular real project, we use Git language. Project groups are created. Mentors नहीं मिले ना अभी तक. Mentors, which mentors? Project session will be daily. Yeah, no, project session will be on weekends only. How was today's session according to you guys? Comfortable pace? Yeah, helpful. Projects will be in group, but every project, everyone have to do all the projects. So you will be the individual contributor of your project. I'll share in the Discord the SQL tables. Sir, how to create tables in MySQL? How? We will discuss this while working over the main project now. So don't don't take any kind of tension or panic. You'll learn these all things. Where are the groups made for project? Where are the groups made for the project? I guess that will be handled by your branch manager. I am in module D. Is that project group? Maybe there would be some different project group for everyone. Okay, there would be the name of the mentor, like some particular name of the mentor and the group name. Group are not decided yet. Yeah, group are not decided yet. Maybe it would be deciding by the end of the day. So just have some patience. Do you guys have any other doubt? सर व्हाट्सएप पर ग्रुप बनाए हैं. हाँ हाँ व्हाट्सएप पर ग्रुप बनेंगे आप लोगों को. मे बी लाइक टीम्स आर वर्किंग ओवर दिस. जल्दी बन जाएगा. Yeah, you guys can leave now. Yeah, everyone have to create their project. Okay, guys. Any pro tips for interviews? Just be confident. That's it. Just be confident, and that is what it is. Like, confidence is everything in the interviews. If you are saying some wrong stuff, but be confident. Class timing for tomorrow, it will be from 3 to 5, then 8 to around 8 to 10. Yeah. My CTC salary नहीं पूछते भाई किसी से. My CTC is more than 20 lakh. Will it be okay to make clone of Netflix? Yeah, you can do that thing. Not 100. I'm in India itself, so, and I'm just a fresher right now. I have just started as a fresher, so it is around 22. CTC is around 22. From which college? I'm from DTU. Sir, your work experience? I'm fresher, Naman, I am fresher. See, like, you guys will also going to achieve these all things. Just do one thing, believe in yourself, and just just learn things. Like, I have given you some idea, na? Just, there are two options to do something. Either you just remember all those stuffs, or you just understand all the things. So always try to understand everything, whatever you are doing. If you are working over the project, understand how it is, how we are doing this. Okay, don't try to remember what we were doing and all. What we are doing, just focus on that, what we are doing. Okay, we have added this button, so this button can be added using this syntax, and now we can do some operations using these buttons. So these kind of things will help you to ace your interviews. And if you have the required skill set now, then, like, companies are willing to pay you much than you have expected. How many projects you have done till now, sir? I have multiple projects. I have worked over multiple uh, tech stacks, and I have worked upon AR as well. Sir, how many students will be in each group? Around 20 to 30, I guess. All the best for your career. You are so young. You have a bright future. Thank you so much. And you all are very young. You all have very bright future. There are jobs for non-tech. Yeah, non-technical. I have a friend. Na? I have a friend with, like, who is from non-tech background, and he is in Google. So there is no point of discussion over like non-tech and all. What is this 35? Yeah, really. Okay. So 35 is also young, yeah. It is not that much. Your company name? I told you in the beginning, na? Deutsche Bank. Nandini Shahu. Why you are laughing? In that case, I am 65. Sir, which project you added in your resume? That doesn't matter, na? Like, everyone having their own project. So, cause he's lying. How was the working environment? That's cool. Like, if you are working in a company which is like, the Deutsche Bank where I am working is 150 years old. So the work culture is very, very chill. And very first thing is, if you are working over this kind of, like, if you are working in the tech company, na, so there would be a workload, but the environment, the culture, and the people around you are very smart. So you'll learn a lot of things. So your date of birth is, yeah, my date of birth is 2001. What tech stack you are working on? I'm working on Java itself right now. what are your skill sets, sir? So there is no point of discussing these skill sets. If you have assigned some tasks, so you have to work over that task. If you are not familiar with this tech stack, like that is used in that task, so you have to learn every day. It is a learning environment. That's why you'll see more, like, what is the trend actually. If you are a SD, you will work as an SD for more, like almost around 5 to 6 years. Then every SD just switch to the managing or manager stuffs. It is promoted to become a project manager and all from after 5 to 6 years. Like no one is just doing this coding and coding. That's why the fresher job is very high. Every time companies recruiting new freshers and all, because if a young engineer is going into this industry, it will only be going to code and like write code for just 5 to 6 years, because it is very hectic. Sometimes you're like brainstorming yourself and working over things, getting. You are a kid to me then. अरे बस करो भाई, ये क्या एज को लेके चल रहे हो? YouTube channel to known AR, please. YouTube channel for AR. Like I have used documentation to understand the AR stuff. Like it was my interest to know AR. What is AR? Like what we were doing in lockdown. We were using Instagram and Snapchat. So I was curious to know about AR. So that's why I have studied a lot about AR. Then I built some project. Yeah, it was a great session. And now I have to leave because I have another meeting after this with some mentors. So thank you, everyone. Great and clear explanation. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks. Yes, Mohit. Your voice is not clear. You can just write it in the chat. Mohit, you are not audible. My college is DTU. Okay, guys. So I have to leave. I have a meeting at 8. Thanks everyone for being in the meet.